Hi, it's a p5.js tutorial of buildings, or you can just call it maybe estate. And I have some light here, street light, windows, doors, windows, and so on. So what I'm going to do now is to take you guys straight into p5 development environment using brackets, and then we put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. Okay, now in p5, the first thing I like to do is to create my function. So it's going to be function setup. Example of this can be found on the p5 website itself. So let's create a canvas, and for my canvas I'm going to call the size 1350 by, let me go for 800. That is my canvas. Make sure you enter a semicolon. Then the next thing is underneath here I'm going to create another function. This function is going to be for, I'll call it draw. Enter parentheses, curly braces. Now I will now start with the design or the development of the buildings. Okay, first thing first, let's get the background in place, and I'm going to make that 0, which means it's going to be black. Now I would also enter fill, make that 0. Then let me enter stroke because the background is 0. Let's add a stroke to give me an outline of my rectangle. So the first thing is to enter the rectangle. Let's make that 600 by 300. Okay, let's paste this in the middle, and 500 by 600. Right, that is my shape created. Okay, let's correct that, and let's save it and just see what we've done so far. Okay, and right there, that's the rectangle, but I don't like how it looks like. So what I'm going to do is, see right underneath here, I'm going to enter, let's say Eclipse mode, because I'm going to be drawing some rectangle, some eclipse as well. Let's just say Eclipse mode there. Let's make that center, and that will be center. I think that's the spelling for that. Okay, now we also need rectangle mode. Let's copy that and let's paste it underneath here. So this will be for my rectangle mode. Once this is working how I want, I will then speed it up really. So let's run it and see. Okay, you can see the outline of the stroke, so that's much better. Okay, the next thing I like to do is, let me enter some rectangle shapes here. So let's say, let's create a space here, and this will be, first of all I need to fill it up. So let's fill it up. Let's copy that and just change it around, come right down there and fill it up with yellow color, 255 and 128. That's my color. Get rid of this stroke, I don't need that for now, it's not needed. Now the very first shape, that would be for my, okay, let's change this rectangle here. So that will be for my windows. So let's make this 100 and let this be 60 by 60. Right, done. So I can now just copy it across because it's just another windows anyway. So let's copy this. Maybe I should even, yeah, copy that, paste that, and paste another one here, and change this coordinate to 5, 5, and this one, let's make this one 20, 200, and just copy this, paste, and the next one is going to be, let's make this 200, yeah, that'll be 200, and the one right underneath will be 300. Let me save that for now and just try it out and see what I've done so far. There we go, guys. That's what I've done so far. So I believe you get the whole idea now. So I'm just going to add a couple more. Okay, let's just see how it looks for now, and we'll take it from there. So that's how it looks. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add a pillar to the middle. So let's close that, and right underneath here I might as well just copy, let's copy this, paste it right underneath there, and change this one to 650, 250. Let's make our pillar a bit smaller, 10, and that will be to 628. Save that, and then run it and see how that looks like. Okay, that's not too bad. So let's close that. So what I'm going to do now is I'll just copy all of these here. Let's copy, I think it's about 4. Let's copy that, paste it underneath here, and just change it around. Okay, that is it for the very first part of the building. Okay, you take a good look at it from here. So I guess you guys can see it. So if I run this very first one, and let's see, there we go. So what I'm going to do now is to draw another building here and another one here. So let's close that. So this would be my very first building. Let's call that building 1. Right, so that's my building 1. Then let's go for building number 2. Copy that and paste that here. That's building 2. Okay, that's 3. Let's come down, paste one more. I'll call this building 2, and just copy the rectangle as well. Let's copy the main one here, paste it right in here, and change it around. Right, here are the lines of code for building number 2 from here down here. So let's save and run it. Let's see, there we go. That's for building number 2. Now let's take care of building number 3 and some lamp posts here. So let's close that, and right here enter building number 3. That's building number 3. So I'm going to save that and run it. There we go. That's my building number 3. So what I intend to do now is to add some lamp posts here. So let's come right down here and just enter lamp post. Okay, for the very first lamppost, let me enter an eclipse, and this very eclipse is going to be positioned at coordinate 1330 by 360 by 60 for the light bulbs. Okay, now let's draw a rectangle for this lamppost at the same coordinate 300 plus. I can just copy this, paste it there, and just change it around. So that would be the width and of the lamppost, and makes the length 300. Then, and that's all there is to it for the very first lamppost, and we need to save, run it, and see how it looks like. Let's see, there we go. Oh no, that's wrong, so I need to move this down. Let's try and move that down. Okay, let me come back here. So I think I should change this to about maybe 500 and something. Save, run. There. So that's the first lamppost there. So I can now just copy it and change it around. We're gonna need about 4 there. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now let's change the other ones around. So let's make this 300. And that's 1300. So this will be 1300 as well. So that's for the x-axis. So let's say 400 here. And the next one will be 570. And maybe we should reduce. Yeah, let's reduce the size of the light bulbs to 40 by 40. Right, and maybe the lamppost width, make that 8. Alright, so I'm gonna cut these ones off first and just run this very one that I've taken care of, and we can then speed it up. There we go. Now let's do 2 more. Paste the one I cut off and just speed up the whole process. That will be 270 and 1270 here as well, and maybe 400 here is odd. Then this one will be 610 here, and this, let's make this about 6. If that's 8, this one should be around 6. Right. And for the last one, make this about 4. And let's make the light bulbs, we'll make that about 15 by 15. Okay. Save the whole process, run it, and let's see. There we go, guys. This one needs to be reduced. Number 3. Let's go back to number 3. Number 3 should be, okay, 60. Let's make that 20 by 20. Control S, run, and let's see. And there we go, guys. That's how you develop your own building using p5.js. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now.